My name is Josh, and I'm married to Skylar, and this is Carlos, and we live in Brooklyn.
For a long time we talked about adoption, and You Gotta Believe showed up, in a list of LGBT friendly agencies. So I think that's how we heard about You Gotta Believe.
We, realized that they give classes that were free, and so, it was sort of out of curiosity and without, preconceived intentions of, whether we would adopt or foster or whatever. It was just sort of what can we do? They don't pressure you to adopt or foster or any of those things. They're just really giving you the information in what I think is a very thorough way.
They did a good job of sort of pairing us with a kid they thought would be suitable for us, and Carlos was the first kid they sent us information about, and right away we're like, I think that's our son.
We love him.
You Gotta Believe classes really did a lot to kind of prepare you for here's the worst things that could happen. Families do fight, that's normal.
I had a lot of preconceived worries about adopting in general, whether it was older or younger, just because there's a stigma about adopted kids generally, so that when problems arise, it's blamed upon them being adopted.
We first started taking the classes in August, maybe. By the time we were done, maybe it took I don't know, no, maybe 4 or 5 months to kind of go through all the classes. By the end of the year, December, they had sent us Carlos's information.
It took maybe a year before the final adoption, before the gavel hit, and that was...
You mean before I...
Before you hit the gavel with the judge in the judge's chair.
We were so nervous.
We were scared.
We were like, well, what do we say? What do we do? And right away you came over to us and you shook our hand. You're like, let me show you around the farm.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay.
He was so calm and cool and collected and confident. We were sitting there with butterflies.
I saw you and I knew you guys were the ones.
The more we learned, the more we thought there's this other option of adopting an older kid, which wasn't really on the table for us. We hadn't thought about that before.
There are older kids that are just as good. I'd see the younger ones getting adopted, but all me and my friends would just be there, and nobody really thinks about adopting an older kid because they're like, oh, we might miss out on something. But no, you don't miss out on anything. If anything, you miss out on the bad stuff, like changing diapers. Do you really not want to miss out on that?
We did ceramics, one of the first things we did.
Oh, yeah,
and we bonded over that. We did a lot of those things.
We have become quite the pizza experts. And so we've been doing handcrafted crust. Definitely a lot of nerdy stuff, right?
Nerdy stuff.
We're a family of comic book lovers, video games. I feel it's given our life more purpose now, and it's definitely taught us more about responsibility and patience and
Oh, you're gonna have a lot with me.
It's changed our relationship with our families, and we appreciate that time so much more.
It's changed my life in so many different ways. I'm less depressed, more happy. I feel like I belong somewhere. I feel like my life has meaning now. And I have someone to lean on when I'm not feeling happy, and just generally it's changed my life.